Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of my Swansea career on FIFA 14. And in this episode, guys, you can expect goals galore. Now, we had a visit from Newcastle United. That was our next game in the Premier League. Last time out, when we played them at St James's Park, the game ended 0-0. Totally goalless. So I wanted to turn that around. Plus, we needed a win here as well if we wanted to keep maintaining that pressure on the top two teams at the moment, which are Chelsea and Liverpool. I will be showing you guys the league table probably somewhere in this episode. If not, then maybe in the next episode. But I think, you know, if we keep winning, I think we've got a fantastic chance of maybe coming second or even actually going all the way and winning the Premier League. That'd be fantastic. But anyway, I look to Wilfried Bony to step up in this game and maybe just go absolutely nuts scoring goals. But as you saw at the start of this game, 2 minutes in, had the perfect opportunity to absolutely smash the ball, and it just dribbled across the touchline and went out for a goal kick. Andros Townsend, though, made up for that mistake and made it 1-0 to Swansea. Wilfried Bony here again with another opportunity for Swansea. Very tight angle, was being put under pressure by Colaccini. Did manage to squeeze off a shot, but it was never going to go in. But that was the thing throughout the whole of this game. Newcastle's back four, they seem to concentrate more on Bony than other players like Alexander Lacazette and Andros Townsend. Bony is our talisman, so obviously that's to be expected. He had so many wonderful chances throughout the whole of this game. I was kind of disappointed that he missed that header back there, as you just saw, set up by Alexander Lacazette. But I just had a feeling Bony, he couldn't resist getting on that score sheet, whether it be in the dying embers of the game or not. He just had to be on it. Now, Ashley Richards and Alexander Lacazette, they were working wonders down this right side, almost like the perfect partnership. It was Richards with the lob ball pass over the top, and it was Lacazette that ran onto it, forced Taylor out of the way, and just smashed the ball with his right foot. On the outside, I think, just putting his laces through it and finding the back of the net, extending Swansea's lead to 2-0. Newcastle United, they had their work cut out. They tried to get back into the game before that half-time whistle was blown, and as you can see here, it was an absolute cluster in the box, absolute scramble. You had Gosling, you had Anita, so many players just trying to get on that score sheet and sort the game out for themselves. But Swansea City hit them on the counters. You can see here, Andros Townsend, full of pace, went for the sweaty goal. And eventually, after so many chances in the first half, Wilfried Bony did get himself on that score sheet. Kind of a sweaty goal, I know, but Newcastle, they were kind of asking for it in this game. They certainly weren't playing to the best of their ability. They were pretty poor at the back, so open, and they allowed that counter-attack to happen. It was so simple for Swansea. Townsend just running away from his markers. And, you know, I thought, well, let's give this one to Bony because he's had so many chances. He deserves it. Made it 3-0 in the second half. Just 5 minutes gone of the second half whistle. Jonathan Vieira got his second goal for Swansea after making his move in January. Oh, what a finish as well. Poor goalkeeping. It was kind of a finesse shot, like chip over the top. I'm very surprised that the keeper couldn't hold on to that. We almost made it 5. Andros Townsend with that shot, looking for his second goal of the game, and he thoroughly deserved that Man of the Match award. You know, creating so many chances for Swansea. With that through ball pass, as you saw, to Alexander Lacazette, who was allowed to cross it in, found the header of substitute Josie Altidore, who came on to replace Bony in the second half. Unfortunate for Altidore with the header, he landed funny on his sprained ankle and will now be out for a couple of weeks, and you'll see the confirmation of that. But the final whistle was blown eventually. Newcastle will be happy about that. Final score 4-0, 3 points added to the league table, keeping up that pressure, that momentum going. And here was the news from the assistant manager saying that Josie Altidore suffered a sprained ankle. He'll be out for 3 weeks. He should be back in time for the second leg of that knockout stage game against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. So we could be looking to Altidore putting us through to the next round. Who knows? We'll just have to keep on going. I saw this headline as well. Manchester United crowned champions. I was like, what? I didn't know United was so far at the league table, but no, it was the Capital One Cup. David Moyes taking United all the way through in that competition and winning the Capital One Cup at Wembley. I did sim my next game. It was against QPR. I wasn't really feeling in the mood to actually play against them because I just wanted to get to that game against Real Madrid. Thankfully, it did actually pay off, you know. We didn't get any injuries, we didn't get any players sent off, and we came away with a 2-1 win. Our next game was in the FA Cup quarter-finals. It was against Southampton. We were playing at St Mary's. And once again, you guys can expect more goals in this game. But would it be for Swansea or would it be for Southampton? You guys are just going to have to stay tuned. Now in this game, Martin Zindi did start left back. Jonathan Vieira was in the side. Pablo Hernandez starting. And also Wilfred Bonney up front, obviously, with Josie Altidore being out. And Michu, he's not even in the side anymore. He's made his move to Reading in that January transfer window, if you guys missed that. Now, Jonathan Vieira got off to a good start for Swansea, almost opening up the scoring, but Kasper Schmeichel making himself big between the sticks and just putting a stop to that, and he went out for a corner. Now, you'll probably see this a couple of times throughout these highlights. Patrick Herrmann down that right side, he is so fast. Him and Andros Townsend are unstoppable down the wings. Now, I will admit, I do kind of take advantage of using pacey players down the flanks, but sometimes that's the only way you can win games. That's the only way you can create those opportunities, especially when the opposition are very tight when it comes to that central sort of area in their defence. Southampton, though, certainly put more of a fight in this game than Newcastle did at the start of this episode in that fixture that you saw in the Premier League. Maybe it was because this was the FA Cup. You know, we were playing in the quarterfinals, and if they won, that would mean they'd be heading to Wembley to play in front of 90,000 people in the semis and a chance to head back to Wembley. So there was kind of a lot on the line for both Southampton and Swansea. Obviously, I haven't played in the FA Cup final yet with Swansea. Maybe did I play in the FA Cup final in my first season? I know I didn't in my second. I'll probably have to go back and check that. I don't think I have actually won this competition yet with Swansea. So if that's the case, the FA Cup is certainly a trophy I want to be adding to my cabinet before I do actually end this this career mode with Swansea. Now Swansea, they were looking good for the majority of the first half, you know, being 1-0 up away from home, controlling possession of the ball. But that'll change when Southampton had this corner kick right on the 43rd minute. Before that, half-time whistle was to be blown, and it would be former Swansea player Adrian Mariappa. I did actually sign Mariappa at the start of my second season from Crystal Palace. He had a brief spell with the club before I replaced him with Joel Matip. It's just my luck, isn't it, that it would have to be Mariappa to get that equaliser, and I was very disappointed that Borman couldn't save that either. He just somehow managed to loop it over the top of him and hit the crossbar and in. At the hour mark, it would be Pablo Hernandez making it 2-1 to Swansea, putting themselves into the lead for the second time of the game. It was a mistake by Punchin that allowed Hernandez to pick up the loose ball, run it into the box, one-on-one with the keeper, and I was going to hit that finesse shot all day long to get that goal. Bonney and Herman worked fantastic here with the nice little 1-2. Bonney with the lob ball over the top, and Herman let the ball bounce back up and on the volley just hit that ball with such power, finding the back of the net and extending Swansea's lead to 2 goals, making it 3-1. Fantastic finish, great technique from Herman. Punchin, I thought, was going to make it 3-2 there right in the 80th minute, but because Borman came out, made himself big, kind of put him under pressure, and he just lost all concentration of where he wanted to put the ball. Borman there as well, safe hands from that corner, fantastic, trying to make up for that goal that he had conceded in the first half. Alexander Lacazette tried to make it 4-1 here. We did get a corner from it. I switched the corner taker to Wayne Routledge, who came on as a substitute. He swung that in, and of all people, it would have to be Joel Matip that would score a similar goal to Adrian Mariappa in the first half. It's almost as if those two were competing throughout this game. Who would score the better goal? Who did score the better goal? Let me know in the comments below. Was it Mariappa in the first half, or was it Matip's goal as you're seeing right now with the ball hitting the crossbar? Fantastic. And with that, Swansea are heading to Wembley to play in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Now in the next episode, guys, you've got the knockout stage's second leg against Real Madrid to look forward to, which is to be played at the Bernabeu. It's going to be amazing. Hope you've all enjoyed this episode. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.